Hello, and welcome to another update video on gold. So the gold chart does still not show any sign of a pullback. We've even broken above a resistance now, which kind of supports the idea further that this indeed could have been the swing low, the completion of a triangle. Let's talk about the short-term bullish scenario first, and then we also talk about where the risks could lie here and what maybe a short-term bearish scenario could be from an Elliott wave point of view. Let's talk about the short-term bullish count now. Those of you who've been following the analysis daily, or it's not coming out every day, but nearly daily, you guys know that one of the scenarios we've been tracking here is and was an Elliott wave triangle. The thesis is that the third wave topped in April. I mean, that's anyway the base case. So the base case is this here is a wave 4 correction. There are different ways how a correction can unfold, but overall the idea is it's a wave 4. So it's messy, it's ugly, it's often sideways, and typically in sideways corrections, it can make sense to focus on capital preservation because profit will typically be made in the trending move, not in the correction. So it's normal when you feel frustrated about this correction. I mean, that's just what a wave 4 does, yeah. But that's the base case. So that means the overall trend is still up. I think that's important to recognize. The overall trend is still up. The question is just how deep is this pullback going to be? Now, it's not really a pullback even. It's more like a sideways triangle pattern. That's why a few weeks back, I started to track this triangle, or we started to track it here together, right, on the channel, as an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and an E wave. I've removed the nanostructures, but that was one of the scenarios tracked here in a wave 4, with then a wave 5 that could take us to 3,500, well, even higher, possibly close to 4,000, right? In this move to the upside, which would be a fifth wave. That's absolutely a reasonable scenario. I don't so much like the proportions of the triangle. And also, I don't like the idea that this was actually a 5-wave move down here. So that puts this into question, but it is a plausible scenario which is still relevant and valid. And actually, we start to see some upside momentum, which could indicate that indeed we are in this breakout. What supports the idea? Well, what supports the idea is, first of all, that we held the previous swing low from end of June. That kept the triangle pattern alive. And also, I shared with you over the last couple of days, I think that, you know, we cannot ignore this 5-wave move up that we are tracking. That fifth wave now even seems to be extended. It appears to be extended, which is okay. Which is okay. Often in gold, you get the fifth waves extended. But yeah, it can still be a 5-wave move. Now, because if we have a 5-wave move, it could be wave 1 of like the next move up, right? And so we need to be prepared for a wave 2 pullback, but I haven't seen any pullback in the member update yesterday. I posted that or said that we need minimally, I think it was a break below that previous swing low here at around 3,435 to indicate that even a local top has formed. That obviously hasn't happened, so we don't have a signal of a top. I don't see any 5-wave move down. Maybe a pullback has started, but it's too small, really. So what we really need to see now is a corrective pullback to get some clarity about structure. If we can hold a higher low and hold above $3,364, then it would keep the bullish count alive. Any break below would indicate that possibly a B wave has topped, but I also don't like I mean, I need to look for a bearish kind of alternative. Because at the moment, the local momentum is up, right? And we're holding above micro support. So I don't clearly prefer here a top until I see actually a 5-wave move down. There was a 5-wave move down here into the July low, but as I said yesterday, we also saw a 5-wave move up, or 2 days ago. So mixed signals. So from that point of view, I think we need a 1-2 setup to the downside to clearly confirm that a broader wave 4 is unfolding, like that C wave down. For now, we are holding above support, and we haven't even reached micro support. So this is the zone to watch if we get a deeper pullback. This is a zone where the bulls should get interested and should show up if indeed that wave 4 bottomed and we are moving up towards $4,000 in a fifth wave. That's the update on gold. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure to check out our stocks membership. You can find the link in the description. You get silver and gold updates, but the focus is actually on the stocks indices, stocks like PayPal, Tesla, and so on. Check it out. See you over there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.